Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Living in Fredericksburg. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the market. Yes. Hey, everybody thinks the market's going to crash and we don't know. But in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about what we're seeing and some red flags. So make sure you stay tuned. And if this is your first time to our channel, we talk everything that there is about living in Fredericksburg. The good, the bad, the ugly, the pros, the cons, everything that you want to know, all the way up from Northern Virginia down to King George, Orange County, and everything in between. Remember to tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified every single time that we put new videos out, because we're putting out new videos every single week, letting you guys know what it's like to live in these different areas. We do driving tours, vlog tours, talk about everything that you would want to know before you moved here to the Fredericksburg area. So I'm Barbara Jennings, and we're getting after it right now. You're probably like, okay, I think you just said that already. But anyway, the market, is it going to crash or isn't it? Are we going to see what everybody's been talking about back in 2005, where the prices were just super, super high and the interest rates were still low back then, but they were creeping up there. I think they're around 6 or 7%, somewhere in that range, if I remember correctly. And the prices were down. It's not like average home price that we are seeing today in this area is around 400, 425, and a little bit higher up north. You're in the upper fives in the Fairfax and Northern Virginia area. So what we're seeing in the market. So if you're thinking about moving and relocating here to the Fredericksburg area, make sure that you reach out, you give me a call, you shoot me a text, you send me an email, and you let me know when you're coming, what you're looking for, so we can dive in and find all that information out for you. However, what we're seeing right now in today's market, recently we have been seeing buyers falling out of these new construction properties. So if you watched any of my other videos about new construction, we talked about new construction. And if you were in a new construction property last year, they've been taking on average 6 to 9 months. We just closed one that was 9 months. It was supposed to close in 7. They got delayed. Shipping issues, shortages on things, all of those factors come into play with these new construction. We've seen missing refrigerators. We've seen missing garage doors, where the builders had to go out and just find something from like the Lowe's or the Home Depot and tack it up until you got the one that you ordered originally. So all those things are coming into play. The highest interest rates, just 30 days ago, we were at 4%. Now we're ticking a little bit above 5% nationwide. And what we've heard is the Feds are going to be raising the rates another 6 times. So if you're thinking about buying anytime soon, the sooner that you can actually get here to Virginia, lock your loan rate in, which is going to be extremely important, and then find a property for you ASAP. I mean, quicker than you did before, because when the market's changing, you lock your rate in. Sometimes we have found in the past that buyers are having, because you're having to move sometimes, that they're ending up buying something that's not 100% what they're looking for. And if the market was different, they would probably wait. But knowing that they don't want a higher interest rate, and or they're not going to be in that home forever, and things are changing, the interest rates could go down later and they could refi in years to come if that was truly, their forever home. If for some reason the interest rates ticked up a little bit more, like they are anticipating in May, we're looking at another interest rate hike. And then there are several more after. So by the end of 2022, there are predictions that we have heard from other professionals and economists that we're going to be looking at interest rates from 8 possibly to 10, 12. We're not really sure. It all depends on the feds and how many seats there are and how many people are actually getting to vote. And there's all this whole big mess in the background, how that works. But anyway, me as your realtor, your go-to person that wants to know, hey, what's going on in the market? That's what's happening in the interest rates. The new build, that's what's happening in the new builds. So those are two things. And the third thing that I want to share with you guys is that we are starting to see, because the moratorium ended last year, that the foreclosure proceedings are starting. We're starting to see a couple foreclosed properties. We're also starting to see a couple short sales, those that even though the market and the prices are high, they're not able to get out of their house because they haven't made a mortgage payment in 2 or 3 years, maybe even prior to the pandemic. Everything just got halted because of COVID and the pandemic. So now there's a backlog of people. So if you're one of those that you're looking for a great deal and you're not coming to this area soon, hey, you just might be able to get yourself into one of these short sales or these foreclosed properties. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you're moving and relocating here, there are shifts in the market that are happening. We actually went to a listing appointment the other day as well, and we talked about her VA assumable loan. And wouldn't you know it, just this morning, I was on Facebook and another realtor friend of mine was posting about a VA assumption. And, you know, if you don't know anything about them, whatever that VA loan amount is, you're having to pay that and then pay cash for the difference of what they're wanting to sell the property for. So if you actually had a VA assumption with a low interest rate that bought recently, and there really isn't that much of a gap, but this lady has been in the property for a long time. So she didn't understand. She just thought she could assume that VA loan, which she can do that, but she didn't realize that the new buyers, the potential buyers, had to come up with the difference in cash that she was wanting to buy her property for. So say, I'll just throw a number out there, say her mortgage was $200 and she wanted to sell the property for $450. So the new buyer would have had to come up with $250,000 in cash. And if there's any people that have a VA loan and they actually have a second, you know, well, guess what? You're going to have to come up with that cash too to pay that one off. So it is an option. And when interest rates start creeping up, you're to the point that people that had gotten that VA loan at that lower interest rate, they're going to start using that as a selling tactic. So if you're VA, hey, you might be seeing that in the near future, just kind of throwing it out there. So again, if you're coming to the area anytime soon, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, reach out however you'd like. My name is Barbara Jennings, and I do these videos every week. So remember to tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified every time I do a new video. And hey, until I meet you in person, you guys have a great day.